Hello and welcome to Game 1 of Sunday on Gameweek 4 of the National Championship weekend. And we have Villa Rockets against Lions against Altrincham FC. I am out on my own at the moment. I'm Benjamin Rogers and I'll be your commentator. Hopefully we'll be joined by Toby Maurice, but we are just getting started now. At the moment we're just getting speed testing done and we'll be ready to start. If we go through the setups for both teams, we've got for Villa Rocket Lions, we have Monty Velas, 11, Tanvir Hussain, Tyler, Sam and Collins. And for Altrincham we have Jack Johnson, Joey Levine, Jack Hudson, Holt, Jack Hussain, and Simpson. Just ref has just called in the captains. Just being joined by Toby here. Hello Toby, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Toby and joining Ben today on Court A. Excited for this game. What about you, Ben?
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. I think both teams have been playing well. Both teams at the moment haven't been on their best form. They're both probably wanting to win this game. Both teams probably haven't picked up as many points as they wanted to, both with losses yesterday. But they're going to want to definitely pick up some points, and I think it'll be a good game.
Yeah, definitely. They're two really fantastic teams. Having played for them, me and you, with Forest, they're definitely a formidable force, and let's hope it's a really good game.
Yep. So we're just about to start here. It's Altrincham taking the kick off, and just checking that the goalkeepers are ready, and we're off from when the whistle goes. Pressure straight on from Altrincham here, but Monty Villas taking the ball up the pitch.
I think the key today will be the battle in the middle.
Yeah.
Trying to get the ball into a position that they can get it out to their wingers.
Yeah. Monty Villas is very good at doing that with his ball manipulation.
I will say that I think Altrincham will find it tough to deal with him in the middle.
Yeah.
With the experience that he's got.
Yeah, he's very good with that on the ball. But early chance here for Altrincham. Free kick on the edge of the box. Try to fire it through the gap, but just doesn't quite get there. Hussain manages to take the ball up the pitch and wins a kick-in.
Is this the first kick-in of the game?
Second.
Second.
Well, first for them.
Yeah, it was first adventure into the opposition half for Villa here. Tried to go for the 1-2, but
Yeah, I kind of see the idea there. It's just maybe they weren't getting the pace they wanted, and they were trying to get it, but they couldn't quite.
I would say that Altringham's kick-ins are...
Just off the post there.
Altringham's kick-ins they're quite good at their kick-ins. I definitely remember yesterday that they're hard to defend against and attack, but once you understand what they're doing, they're quite easy to break down.
Yeah.
But
one of the things they were trying quite a lot yesterday was the 1-2 down the line, and they weren't really putting much power on it, and they were quite easy to intercept. But they don't look like doing that too much today. They're looking more for Jack Johnson's power on the ball to get it across, maybe.
it's been mostly Altrincham, I would say, apart from that chance just then down the other end.
Yeah.
Altrincham pushing for this first goal.
That is one thing I noticed with Villa quite a lot at the moment is I commentated on one of the games yesterday there. Even though Monty Villas is a really good player, he's not the best in the middle. Even though he is really good, he kind of probably wants to play more of a winger kind of job, but so they're not going to be as strong in the middle. But once they get onto those wings, I think they'll definitely have much of a better opportunity, Villa.
Yeah, they've definitely got quite a good selection of goal poachers in their team, Villa, and that wing is very powerful for them.
Yeah, both. I think Collins is, if I remember correctly, he's still at the top of the assisting charts. I'm not 100% sure if that's changed since yesterday, but he was definitely there yesterday at the top. And Hussein was top of goal scorer as well, so I think on 14 goals, unless he's got another one since then.
Definitely a good threat in the final third. It seems to have swung a little bit. Villa have had a few more ideas up in the final third.
Just to correct on my top goal scorer, Hussein is still, but however, he's on 17 goals at the moment at the top, and for assists, it is Kieran Collins on 13 and Monty Villas on 10 at the top. So they are definitely leading the goal scoring and assisting charts, Villa. So they definitely have good goal scoring potential.
Yeah, you saying that makes me... I wouldn't be surprised if they get the first goal and go on to win this game. But Altrincham will give them a good battle, I think.
Yeah, Altringham's defence is really good. They're very hard to break down. Jack Johnson is a very strong player in the middle. He's very hard to push past.
He's also very aggressive, and I think that helps as a wheelchair football player. Although being too aggressive doesn't help, but I think Jack's got the right amount of aggression.
I think he's quite a similar player to me in the aggression, but I'm a very aggressive middle player as well. So when we were playing yesterday, it was quite aggression on aggression, who was more aggressive. But sometimes just taking a bit of time to get that ball in the position you need and taking the hit is better than just smashing it past somebody.
I definitely agree with that.
Sometimes it's just too easy to just smash that ball and just keep smashing it until you get it through. You need to kind of maybe think out your approach a lot more, which I think Jack Johnson definitely does with his game, and he's definitely improving.
Yeah. I think Altrincham as a whole are a greatly improved team. Obviously used to be Sale. I don't think that change in name has affected them at all. They're still going up and up. Jack Johnson with a great down the line ball there.
However, I think this season Sale just are really trying to, they're not really playing for anything anymore. They're kind of just trying to get a good maybe middle to top middle area finish for the season and improve on that. Basically, I think they're too good to get pulled down into that relegation battle at the moment. There is some movement down there, but I think they're going to be just too good of a team anyway to be worried about getting dragged down there, even with some of their not very favourable results recently.
Villa here with a kick in. Players waiting in the middle and up the wing.
Well, I think Villa's probably hopes are all on that third place playoff now.
They'll be doing everything in their power to get there, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're probably looking at some of the results from yesterday. Teesside dropping points. I think they dropped. I think they got a draw and a loss yesterday.
Villa trying something that didn't quite work out.
No, I didn't
I'm
quite.
not quite sure where they were trying to get it to.
I
Just
think
sort
they were
of
trying to get some power
Villa's.
on it. Maybe. But I'm not really quite sure.
Altrincham with a kick in here.
Yeah, Altrincham are struggling to get it out here. They're trying to just keeping it in the corner. Maybe Villa might get a chance here.
That's another thing I've noticed about Montvillas. He can get a lot of standing power on it.
Yeah, that
I mean, just there, I think maybe he should have taken the one before that. I think they would have got somewhere with that one as well.
He also, I've noticed, he starts quite far back behind players. He kind of uses his front bumper to a lot of the time to maybe get in front of players where he starts driving before they start driving, and he's got the momentum to take that ball away.
Break here from Altrincham. Calls for a contact.
There was contact. Can't quite do anything with the ball. Just outside the box.
Great position for Altrincham here.
It will be a direct free kick because of the contact.
They've really got to make the most of this. They broke really well and gone up the pitch. Won a free kick.
In a dangerous opportunity. I think they're just using Jack here, more of a screen. Oh no, they look like they're going to try and... Not quite what they wanted there, maybe not quite the power Jack normally puts on the ball.
I think they also lacked a bit of accuracy there. There were two great position players, but Jack went for the shot.
Yeah, I think it needed different positioning if they were going for the shot. But I think they're getting a corner here, so they got a second chance. They are quite well on their corners. Yesterday when we played them, they scored off a corner.
Much better from Jack there.
Jack can't quite get around the ball. That is Jack Hassan. Jack to Jack there. Couldn't quite control the ball there. It was always a bit too far behind him. Just got stuck in his wheel and he never could get the connection to get that shot off, which is quite unlucky there. But the idea was there. It's a good front bumper there from Montvillas. He's going to probably take a shot. Yeah. Not quite.
Hudson was always going to be there, I think.
I don't. It probably should have looked more for that pass to one of the wingers, because there was 3 players in front of that ball.
Oh, he's done well to keep it there.
And he just can't quite keep it in the end, but well worked from Villa there.
I'd definitely say the hardest skill to master in this game is the two-touch and a full 360 spin, but Montvillas seems to make it effortless every single time.
I like how they're using the front bumpers quite a lot, Villa. They're using the front bumpers pretty much. Wingers use it quite often.
Jack Johnson's broken here.
Met with Montvillas there. All quite hard contact there, but I think... Yeah, I think it was Jack Johnson deemed the aggressor there. So Villa will be the ones winning the kick in.
Altrincham have had some really great breaks. Unfortunately, Montvillas is that, but Jack's got round him this time. 2-on-1 advantage, I think. Oh no, did he block him off or something?
I think it may have been.
I'm not quite sure.
Me neither, but they've got a free kick. I think it will be indirect because it didn't like contact or anything. Yeah, it was indirect, I think. Yep. Yeah, Montvillas just moving before the opponent because he had the time. He set back himself, so he had that extra bit of... Because if you've got your chair engaged and moving, you're always going to get the ball before the person who's not.
I must say, Jack's really holding his own in the middle here.
Yeah, he's really trying to push past.
He's won Altrincham most of their free kicks. I definitely think he's playing the best for them. And of course, they've got two brilliant players on the bench as well. Both of which I would say can play any position on the field.
Yeah. But they're both seen normally used as wingers.
Yeah. Jack Johnson's just come into this team and I would say he's their go-to central player.
Yeah, he's kind of their replacement for when originally Mason was the replacement for David, and then when Mason got called up to Man United, it's Jack Johnson's time to be the middle player for Altrincham.
Yeah, he's taken to the role really well. Definitely putting in a fantastic performance here.
Oh, that was a bit of a...
That was unusual from Hassan there. Really should have scored there. Just mistimed his spin.
Yeah, I think there probably even a pick-up would have been better. He had a whole open goal. He didn't need to go for the spin. I think just a front bumper would have put it in the net there.
Yeah. So we've got Altrincham with the goal kick. Trying to work it up the pitch again.
There's not, apart from... It's not been a massively passy game at the moment. Quite a lot of dribbling. But Altrincham was definitely trying to make passing. Well, I think it suits Montvillas to be more in the dribble.
Yeah, I would say that Montvillas has been, although Jack's had a brilliant game in the middle, I would say Montvillas has been in control of those central dribble battles.
Yeah. Yeah, Jack has been pretty much taken all around the pitch by Montvillas here.
Jack's got to reposition here.
Oh, Jack gets away and Montvillas is in out of position, so Collins is going to have to act as the middle player at the moment.
Collins has done really well there.
Oh, that was a good switch there from Jack. He's not really got too many options at the moment. Well, he's got loads of options to try and flick that ball out into the middle. Jack Hassan's waiting. Can't quite get the angle he wants on the ball. but they win a corner.
Jack's done really well there to win a corner. Looked for sure he'd been blocked in, but some great play from him.
Looks like they're going to maybe get a bit more, maybe do something a bit more with this.
Johnson with a shot.
Oh, that's 2-on-1 there. Holt just didn't get out, and Johnson moved towards him, tried to take a shot.
A little bit of lack of communication from the sidelines and the players.
Yeah. Straight out there though by Villa.
Altrincham definitely going for this goal now.
Yeah.
They spent a lot more time in this half.
But that wasn't the best there from Jack. Didn't get the ball straight to Monty Villas, just front bumped it up the pitch.
Altrincham have to start again here. They did well to work it up. Let's hope they can do it again.
Yeah, straight to Monty Villas though, and it looks like it's going to be a goal.
Opportunity here.
Miss hit from, and it's gone in the back post.
He's pushed it over the line there.
Yeah, I think that was just, it was just intercepted straight. Monty Villas used his front bumper straight to Collins, and Collins puts it across, and Asaden didn't get his first shot quite right, but he managed to get the second opportunity and made sure he put it in. So
yeah,
that'll be his 18th of the season, and I don't know, I think Collins might get the assist again.
Yeah, he's done really well to recover there. And just for the viewers, but in that position, it goes so quickly that the split-second decision is the difference between a goal and not a goal. And he's come from that shot that he didn't quite time right to poke it in at the back post.
Yeah. That's kind of a goalkeeper's nightmare though, they're doing a goal kick and then it comes straight back at you, and there's no way that your team can really get back to help you.
Yeah. Altrincham will really want to get the equaliser before half-time.
Quite a lot of power through that ball, but it looks like the ref's going to give advantage to Altrincham. Maybe Holt can try and get a pick off to Jack.
Oh, great spin there in that tight space. A little bit of a miscommunication.
I think the power on Jack, but Jack still got the ball. He's still going.
Getting his players to move.
Can't quite get the connection on the ball there.
Villa on the break again, but stopped by Jack. It's gone back the other way. Jack into contact with Montvillas, trying to work it to get it to the middle player.
Maybe try and get a corner late on here, and he wins a corner. But
referee's blown for half time.
Doesn't get to take his corner, but that half was right at the end. Villa just get a cheeky goal where they well placed and stop the ball getting out. Monty Villas takes that. The he front bumpers the ball to Collins, goes across, and Tanvir Hussain manages to squeeze it in at the back post after the second time of trying. But that was a pretty good half for Altrincham. Both teams 50-50. I think both teams had good chances. Both teams were attacking, but Villa just had that clinical edge right at the end of the second half there. But we're going to take a break now, and we'll see you in the second half. Hello and welcome to the second half of this Villa Altrincham game. This is the first game of the Sunday, Gameweek 4 of the Nationals Championship, and so far it's been a good game, hasn't it, Toby?
Yeah, as you were saying just before the break, that it's been very 50-50, but ultimately Villa took that chance right at the end, and they're leading 1-0. Let's hope it's a captivating second half as well.
Yeah, I don't think the game's done yet. I think Altrincham could definitely come back from this. They've definitely got the team to do it, and I feel that it's definitely going to be a good half.
I think Altrincham have had a change here. It's Simpson for... who was on that other side?
That was Holt.
Simpson and Holt have changed. Joe Levine's still on the bench. I'm sure he'll be introduced at some point to bring a little bit of magic to the team.
Yep. I think Joe Levine's definitely a good player, but I think they've kind of got quite a few players that all play in the same position, so it's very hard to kind of swap them round. But it looks like they put Johnson on the wing now, and they put Hassan in middle. Maybe just his defensive stability will help them out here. But it's Villa to kick off the second half.
Mont Villa straight at the goal.
Yeah.
Trying to show their intentions early on.
Went out there, looks like...
They've won a kick in.
Yep.
Great little passage of play to get it up the pitch, then win the kick in.
Yeah, Villa definitely will want to get a goal quickly here. Just to settle the nerves. Yeah, I think it may have been 2-1. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's a goal kick for Altrincham.
Yeah, Jack is standing there covering the post, making sure that the ball doesn't just trickle over the line. Now Altrincham's chance to get this ball up the pitch.
Yeah, they've changed their... Hudson's not taking the ball anymore, it's now the middle player, Jack Hassan, taking the kick-ins. Probably maybe because of their goal they conceded at the end last was due to a kick-in. Not a kick-in, a goal kick, I mean.
Yeah, the advantage of getting your middle player to take it is also the fact that if it does come back at you, you've got two people there ready.
It just makes it harder to get it out where you've got one less player to pass to. You have to get it really high and wide to make sure you're going to get it out. Bit of a dribble battle here between Hassan and Collins, but Collins doesn't manage to get the ball out, but it's gone to Montevillas now.
This is going to be an interesting battle in the middle.
Yeah. The
defensive style of Hassan and Montvillas is just brilliant all over the pitch.
Very attacking Montevillas, but Hassan is very defensive in his play, and I think he'll almost be harder in a different way to get past than Jack Johnson.
I think using Jack Johnson's power on the wing is a good thing.
I feel like they're more Altrincham are kind of going with a winger high, Jack Johnson playing as a high middle player, and then Hassan playing as a deep middle player almost. Because here, Jack is almost acting as a middle player, and Hassan is just staying back a bit.
Altrincham have worked this ball up for a kick in. Just
very open.
On top of the final third.
I think if he gets a good ball to Simpson here, he can smash that in the net. But I think if he got it a bit more power behind him, he could have taken it on the swing and got it in the far post, but not quite.
Jack Johnson was also there to sweep up as well.
Yeah. It's available.
Substitution, then we'll find out whose ball it was.
For Villa, that is Collins off and Sam Turner on. Sam Turner being a very high kind of poacher winger.
Very high and wide, but definitely when I'm playing against him, I'm like, is he on the pitch or not? But having that,
yeah, you always need to make sure that
very wide
where
width.
he is.
Yeah.
Because at any point the ball goes up and he's there. Did Sam Turner used to play for Sale? I think he did, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Sale, before they were Altrincham.
He used to play for Sale when I was there, in fact. So I had some good games with him at Sale.
But advantage given? No. No advantage. That's free kick there for Altrincham.
Now this is the trickiest free kick to have. You're attacking, but it's right above your box, because if the ball comes back, you've got just the keeper to block it off. But they've done really well here. They're taking it all the way down the line.
Sometimes it's even better just to have the goalkeeper take it if it's at the top of the box.
That also depends on...
It's very risky though, because one ball back and it's in net.
Depends on the position of the ball. When it's in the middle, you just take it like a goal kick, but when it's to the side, it's a bit more tricky, because if the goalkeeper's taking it, they've got to cover a lot of space if it comes back at them. So I think taking it that way around that they did just then is the best way to take those.
Yeah, definitely get your middle player to take it.
Good cross-court ball from Jack. Into San again. San's lost it.
He has sent
There's
it
a break
forward though, and Simpson has a chance, but he goes in quite hard there. But it looks like the ref waves it away.
Brilliant little passage of play between both teams.
Yeah, and that'll be a kick in for quickly taken there. And
Altrincham won a kick in there.
Yeah, they
it's
win
difficult to see from over here.
I think it just was whacked and then came back off Hassan as it went out. Yeah, Monty Villas has just set so far back, but he's ready. Yeah, just behind Sam there. Can't quite get the angle and see it.
Oh.
Intercepted by Sam there, but he gets it back to him, taking it alongside him.
Sam's going to try and get a corner here, I think.
Or try and
and get it back.
Yeah.
Johnson's there though. Takes it into contact with Montvillas. Trying for the swing, but Montvillas is too close to him.
Yeah, good communication there between the Villa switching around, making sure that they don't give away a 2-on-1.
Montvillas has got an option here behind him. He brings it across the top of the box. Hussein lurking.
Yeah.
Good defensive shape from the Altrincham lads there.
Well, keep getting the goalkeeper to go out, and having that extra player at the top of the box makes it so much easier to defend.
Jack Johnson playing a risky game there with the front of his bumper. So easy to push past that. As Montvillas does, he's up here at the corner, trying to win a corner.
Can't quite win it. Jack Johnson
round it. That was really good from Jack there.
But can't quite get round the ball and take it up the pitch, but getting it out of a dangerous area there. very well.
I don't know if the viewers can see how wide Sam Turner plays. Majority of his chair hanging over the line.
Yeah, but as long as there's a part of your chair in the pitch, it's fine.
It's good to have a player that plays high and wide, but it doesn't.
Well, that was a good ball, but
it.
Simpson can't quite get the connection he wants.
Try and post it through that little gap between the keeper and the.
He's definitely capable of doing that, Simpson. Smashing it across there and getting it through the small gaps. But he couldn't quite get that connection he wanted.
Real backwards and forwards this. It's becoming a really exciting game. Either team could score at this point.
Yep, looks like Montefilas is just having a little bit of adjustments.
Just gives the Altrincham lads a few seconds to have a quick discussion. Jack Johnson there communicating with the fans up the top.
Well, that was close to Jack Johnson getting a good hit on that, maybe sending it back to the goal, but Montefilas just stopped him.
Just having a look over at Court B, it looks like it's 3-0 to Manchester United. Altrincham's sister team. Oh, they've just scored.
But on this, a very big contact there. Jack Johnson just reverses into Sam Turner, and that'll be a free kick for.
I like that about Jack. He always knows instantly that he's done something wrong, and he's always very apologetic about it.
Yeah. I mean,
he just needs to forget about it now because it's happened.
Yeah.
And play his game.
I mean, that happens in the games all the time, and you just think, forget about it. It's happened, and wins a kick in really high up. Good chance here, maybe to make something. Because at 1-0, it's still pretty dangerous for Villa. They need that second goal to cushion. I think once Villa get the second, they'll be fine, but until, I feel like, at the moment, it looks like Altrincham are going to get the next.
Altrincham have just won a 2-on-1.
Right on the edge of the box.
On the edge of the box. Great position to shoot, or to get it to your wingers, depending on how they're set up.
It'll be indirect, so he's going to have to touch one of the players or somebody before it goes in.
A rare venture for Sam into the.
Yeah, just blocking off Jack so he can't get in a good position.
See what Hassan was trying to do there?
He was trying to get it through that little gap, but Montefilas and the goalkeeper Tyler had that covered.
Altrincham have won a kick in. Montefilas a bit miffed about that. So just on the other court, it is 4-0. I think Mason Davies there got a goal. (4-0 to Manchester United, I should say. The referee signal for a change. Yep.
Yep. That's Sam Turner off and Collins back on.
I think that just brings a bit more of a defensive element to Villa, although Collins is high and wide, not as high or wide as Sam. But Altrincham trying to work this corner, not quite working.
I think if Villa get a second goal here, it probably kills the game, but
Villa will have that opportunity here. Hudson there again. Jack Johnson being asked to move there.
Yeah.
Collins lining up this spin.
Well, he's probably going to try and fire this to Sam. Does get through the gap and
great shot, great save.
but not quite. I think Hassan always had that covered.
Montvillas battling here on top of the box. Jack lurking behind to pick off any pieces.
Montvillas keeps that in very well.
Montvillas is going to try for goal here. Oh, and he
goes off the post.
Off the post.
So.
And I don't think that was a goal.
No, there was no goal there. It hit the post and just went wider. So. I
think it's a goal kick.
Yeah, it's a goal kick because of how it went. It went away from
went
goal.
out. Yeah.
The post just was moved out the way.
See, this is a dilemma that Altrincham have.
Yeah, it's just straight
3 against 2, really.
Yeah.
I don't really know what Altrincham could do here to make it better. Maybe could change it up, bring Joey on.
Yeah, I feel they just need to get the ball moving a bit more. I think once they get the ball moving, I think they have a better chance. It's really hard to get the ball moving when Montvillas is there.
Trying to get it through the middle. Always difficult, those ones, but when they work, they really work. Altrincham
really
still up here.
The power and speed on that to get it through, otherwise there's no way it's going to go.
Jack coming in to offer support. Montvillas in there.
Yeah.
Montvillas just making it difficult in that corner.
Simpson's doing really well to keep him down there.
Simpson's done really well there, actually.
Oh.
Ball's gone.
That will be a sideline ball for Altrincham here.
Not got too much longer left, so.
Yeah, they need to make the most of the chances that they're getting here. A very good pick-off, but straight at the goalkeeper of Villa. But they're definitely attacking a lot more now, Altrincham.
They've still got that option of Joey Levine, who's a great attacker.
Yeah.
Wonder if they'll make a change. Ricochet off Hussein. But well seen by Hudson.
That'll be a
Altrincham kicking the sub. Sam.
I think it'll be Aston Villa, won't it?
Hussein coming on.
It came off Hudson just before it went out. Hudson did have to touch the ball to stop it from going in. Well defended there by Hudson. Be a ball for Villa again.
I think Villa will try and take as much time as possible here.
Yeah, they don't need to
go for the win.
They just need that. The 3 points is all they're looking for here, so.
And Jack in there well.
But Jack, if he can get around here, he'll have a good chance. But Montvillas is ready. That's nice. Push that all
Jack
the way
Johnson
down.
backing off.
Montvillas looking to go for goal himself here. He's not really got any options.
Some turn this back post now.
Ref just making sure that Jack just was a little bit too close to Hassan there. He was just on the top of the box and the ref was making it clear that he was too close and Jack wasn't backing off. So they've given away a free kick in a really dangerous position here, right on the top of the box. that's one of the rare occasions where when you are at the top of the box, you are giving a 2-on-1.
Sam Turner with the effort there.
A shot from Montevillas.
Montevillas couldn't quite get it in.
Yeah, Hassan was waiting. He knew, he read him, he knew exactly what was going to happen.
I think they managed to keep it in, just about gone.
Just gone out there. Most of the ball was out, I think. Yep. With 1 minute 20 to go, Toby, who is your man of the match?
I would say that Jack Johnson has played really well.
Yeah.
He's held his own against, I would say, one of the best players in the championship. It's a tight one between Montvillas and Jack, but I think that Jack Johnson definitely deserves the man of the match.
Even though Altrincham are probably going to lose this game now, they've still got a minute left, so they could get a goal at the end and make it a draw. But I think overall, how they played as well, they've just not had quite that. Well, unless they get one here, but they've not quite had as many chances in the final third as they probably want. Not quite getting the finish that they need. Sorry about that.
Oh, Jack Johnson there, missing the spin.
Yeah, spin. But yeah,
Could have another break, but Hudson's there again.
I definitely think it's close between Montevillas and Jack. I think just because of how good of a player Montevillas is, I think Jack holding his own definitely deserves him that player of the match.
Yeah, Jack Johnson definitely a player to watch for the future. I also admire his determination. I think we're in the referee's discretion for time now.
Yeah.
Villa's still hoping for another goal here.
I think they just try to lock it into a battle here, not let Altrincham get any chances. I think.
Don't allow him. There's a contact on the back wheel.
I feel like this probably will be one of the last things of the game. This free kick here.
Villa will just want to get it anywhere away from their goal. 2-on-1.
Yep. Jack Johnson's definitely still going for it. I think believe till the end is the best motto to go with.
Definitely.
Oh, can't quite get the spin there. Sam Turner's. Oh, it looks like Sam Turner's
stopped.
Gone off. Just puts it out there, and I think that'll be full time.
Oh, Sam Turner's going again. Is he?
Yeah, I think this will be most likely the last. Once that's gone. Oh, there's been quite a lot of time added on here. Oh, unlucky there. Bit of contact, Montevillas.
This might be the last thing of the game. Referees added on quite a lot of time.
Yeah, there's been quite a few stoppages. Not too many, but a little bit of a lengthy ones. So yeah, Montevillas just touches that ball.
Referee's got his whistle to his mouth.
I think it's. Oh, yeah, and that will be full time. Altrincham definitely played really well here. I think they definitely, if they were to get the ball a bit more moving, I think they would have scored a couple more. But overall, I think Villa had the chances and they made that one chance that they got count, and that's what's separated the two teams.
Yeah, right. I would say that Altrincham will be disappointed not to come away with at least a point there. They played really well though. Had some great chances, some great battles in the centre as well.
Yeah.
But ultimately, Villa took the most substantial chance and they scored it, and it's tough to take as a player.
Yep.
That you've had so many chances, but ultimately it doesn't pay off. But I think Villa played really well here, and credit goes to Altrincham for putting up a tough fight.
Well, thank you for listening to game 1 of Sunday of game week 4 of the National Championship weekend, and next game I think on this court is Notts against Baggies. So please join us for that one, and thank you for listening.
Thanks, Ben.